class of physics for class 9, and today's topic is reflection of light. So we'll be discussing reflection of light today, okay, for class 9. And as you already know what reflection of light means, so it's like the bouncing of a ball from a wall, isn't it? When you throw a ball on the wall, what happens? The ball returns back to the same medium. It comes back to you, isn't it? So the same way when light strikes a surface, okay, not any surface, when it strikes a smooth and polished surface like mirror and anything that is smooth and polished, when it strikes those surfaces, what happens? The light also returns back. It comes back to the same medium, and that is called reflection of light. Okay, see, this is your mirror, and the line that I'm drawing is the surface which is coated at the back, and the surface at the top, okay, the mirror, the glass surface is it is called your reflecting surface. And when a ray of light or a beam of light falls on the surface, okay, when a beam of light or a ray of light falls on the surface, what happens? The ray of light falls on the surface. After striking this reflecting surface, what happens? It returns back, okay, to the same medium. Now the same medium means like air, water, glass, all these are mediums through which the light passes. Okay, medium means the path through which the light passes. So it can be air, it can be water, it can be glass, it can be anything through which light passes is called medium. So here the ray of light is coming from a medium, say if it's air, okay, just assuming it to be air. Now a ray of light comes from the air and then strikes a reflecting surface. After striking the reflecting surface, it returns back to the same medium, but in the opposite direction. This phenomenon, the phenomenon of, or the process of the phenomenon of returning back of light, okay, the phenomenon of returning back of light to the same medium is called reflection of light. What is called? Reflection of light. So what is basically reflection of light? Reflection of light generally means the returning back of the ray of light to the same medium after striking a smooth or polished surface. Okay. Now the reflection, there are two types of surfaces depending upon the surfaces, okay, depending upon the types of surfaces, reflection can be of two types. Depending upon the surfaces, reflection can be two types. One is called your regular reflection. Another one is called irregular or diffused reflection. Okay, so depending upon the surface, reflection can be of two types. One is your regular reflection, the another one is your irregular or diffused reflection. Now what is regular reflection means? When a ray of light falls on a smooth and highly polished surface. When a ray of light falls on a smooth and highly polished surface, what happens? The ray of light falls on the surface and it returns back. Another ray of light forms and returns back. So what are you noticing over here? That the reflected rays, they follow a pattern. Okay, they reflect in a regular manner. Okay, they have a pattern. This kind of reflection is called regular reflection. Another one is your irregular reflection, which takes place in an irregular or rough surface. Okay, irregular or rough surface. So what happens is a ray of light falls on the surface, it reflects back. Another ray of light falls on the surface, it reflects back. And so what do you notice over here is that the ray of light which falls over here is random. Okay, they don't have a pattern, they just move randomly. So irregular reflection means when a ray of light falls on a rough or irregular surface, and the reflected rays, they go in all directions. Okay, they just spread around. They spread in all directions. They don't follow a regular pattern. Whereas in regular reflection, the ray of light, the beam of light which falls on the surface returns back in a very arranged manner. Okay, it returns back in a regular manner. So this is the difference between regular and irregular reflection. And it is because of this irregular reflection, it is because of this irregular reflection that we can see things around us. Because the light reflects back in all directions, it spreads everywhere. Okay, so I can see objects which are around me because of the irregular reflection. If it was regular reflection, the light would just fall on the table and would have come back. And if I'm not on the way, if I'm not on the path of the reflected ray, I would have not seen it. But since it reflects back in all directions, I can see it. Everything that is over here present in the classroom, or anything that is present outside. Okay, so this is the major difference between a regular reflection and irregular reflection. It depends upon the surface. Irregular reflection takes place in a smooth and polished surface. Irregular or diffuse reflection takes place in an irregular or rough surface. The reflected rays reflect back in a regular manner, whereas in an irregular reflection, the reflected rays, they spread unevenly, they just go in all directions. And it is because of the irregular reflection we can see things around us. Okay, so I've just done with the introduction part. In the next class, we'll continue with the different important terms related to reflection. This is all we got today, and we'll continue in the next class. Thank you and have a good day.